Good morning. Welcome to the pop-up live. I threw an extra live in this week because I knew people had questions about the Spring Intensive, and I'm happy to answer those. And again, I apologize for being late. It was one of those mornings that everything went wacky, from couldn't open a gate to let the horses out and had to fix that. So it was life on the farm that was kind of wacky. And I'm going to bring this closer because today I don't have any elves helping me, so I'm on my own. And so if people have, hi Chris, people have questions, I'd love to answer. So first and foremost, the Spring Intensive is April 9th through the 17th, and it's going to be so much fun, so much fun. And if the Fall Intensive is any indication, I would say, Chris, you can type in how much fun it was. And it's so funny because I'm really at that point where this, stay at home or not doing what I normally do. I don't even know what season it is. I almost said that it's fall. Like, oh yeah, come to the Fall Intensive. But so if you can't come to the Spring Intensive, you could start planning for the fall, but they're two very separate things. And so we'll go into that in a minute. But first, if you're new to me, my name is Joan Ranquet. I'm an animal communicator, author, healer, and founder of Communication with All Life University. And it's a program for people to learn animal communication or become an animal communicator, to learn energy healing or become an energy healer, or to learn about nature and wildlife. We're building that out. And we've got all sorts of different little special things that we're creating as well for the current students and for we're really building up the medical intuition. We've got two people right now, Susie and Chris, that are going through that. And Susie's in the morning and Chris is in the evening, but y'all will meet at the Spring Intensive. Had to catch my breath and take a sip because, like I said, I've been running around all morning, crazy little wacky things that got me late. So I'll talk first about the Spring Intensive, and then I'll answer any questions that come in here, or I'll answer questions that I get regularly by email or my team gets. So the Spring Intensive is, the first 3 days is animal communication. And in that, for those that are kind of wondering, actually, that are in the program and are wondering, I break people up into groups. So like we have group 1 would be the people that are just starting. Group 2 would be the people that have been in it for a while. And group 3 are the people that are just about to graduate. And so it's pretty fun because the group 3 gets to do some pretty advanced stuff. And group 2 does too. And then group 1, we get to know who you are. And then you don't stay in those groups really for the rest of the program. You kind of only stay in that group on the first day and the second day, and then we integrate. But it's fun because, it's very, we really get to know everyone. And we've got people here in person, and we are going to have people online. And then Claudia, who's been missing in action because she moved, will be, the head of the online part. And obviously I'll be the head of this. So that will be very fun to have Claudia back. She was the head of the online last year, but she was sitting over there, so we could look at each other. I imagine we're going to have to figure something out. We'll just need a can with a really long string to South Florida. But anyway, we will miss Claudia very much because she went through as a student for a couple of, obviously for the 2, and then as a teacher for quite a few. So this will be the first time to have her online. And then we've got the next 3 days are EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, where we learn tapping. And I'll tell you, you know, people learn tapping, and there's Candace, and Candace has gone through all of this. People learn tapping in the Energy Healing for Animals course, right? They learn it online, and it's really fun, and you get a homework partner, and you really go deep. This is like immersion, right? You're not going to be able to get away from it. We're doing tapping on your feet, tapping where you can't think about what you're saying. We have some really fun exercises to get you out of your head. And then you go through a lot of the regular scripts that, you know, you'll recognize the scripts, Chris, that you've done in Energy Healing for Animals class. And then like someone like Susie, this will be new and fun to her. And, or maybe you've done tapping, I don't know, Susie, but it will be really great because we have the opportunity to, sorry, I keep getting alerts and texts and stuff. Anyway, everybody really gets to know each other. You'll get, the beginners will get, or not beginners, but the people new to the program get a partner that's been in the program for a while. The people that are not even in the program get a partner that's been in the program for a while, so that you're with somebody that's more advanced than you always. And then the last 3 days are animal communication and healing in sanctuaries. And so I know that so that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. On Friday, we will talk to the animals at the Gibbons Center. And then or Thursday, I forget which day. Anyway, there's one day that we do it online. She's going to do it online for us again. And then for those that are here in person, we're going to do a private tour. And Candace, you're more than welcome to join the private tour after class, since you'll be done with work and you live locally. Anyway, so that's that. We're going to the Gentle Barn in person, and we'll bring, like we did last fall, we'll have computers and monitors going at all times for the people online. And so we're just organizing all of that now, because some people will get animals. I'll be dispersing pictures for people. Anyway, it's a whole thing. And to put it online and do it live is, last year we did it completely online. Like this time last year, I was scrambling to move every single exercise that I've created for the intensive over 12 years to make it online. And you know what? It was so fun. Maybe it was so fun because we all needed something, a diversion, but I think it really was fun. I'm pretty sure it was fun. I know it was fun. It was great. It brought Shannon back into the loop. She'd been out of it for a while. And so what we've, so what we're looking at is a hybrid, and I think that's kind of the best of both worlds anyway. Because there are people that were never going to fly here. Like Gaynor lives in England. We've got Lisa in Australia. We've got ID in India. We've got so many people in the program right now that are all over the world. Stevie's, in England. We have Corinne in France. We have a French girl in San Francisco. See, we're just so international these days. But anyway, we have lots and lots and lots of ways that we're going to, interact. And Chris, I would say that last year we did a pretty good job, or last fall, of integrating the live and the online component. Like I have lunch with people online one of the days, and most of you are probably having dinner because you live on the other side of the country, or a midnight snack if you're in England. But anyway, it's going to be very fun. And so some of the questions I'm getting are, is there still room for the live? And I think we've got 7, and I'm allowing 10 people in here. I think we've got 7. I'll have to check. I would need to check on Jane Wu, but if I might have 8 people here in person. and she might only be doing a part of it in person. But then there's another question that I've heard recently is, where do we stay? Which we send, once you sign up, we send out accommodations. And there's all sorts of fun little Airbnbs and things around here, things I never knew. And we do, for those that come in person, we definitely do like a hike one morning out at Vasquez Rocks. And we do, what else do? We do some fun things. We try to get, we do a dinner, usually at the Indian restaurant, so we'll see. They let us in last fall when they were completely closed, but I've always brought them 40 people when I'm doing the intensive. And I should probably call and warn them that this is going on so I can reserve their outside deck one night. And let's see, trying to think of what else. Here's a good one. Do you have to be advanced to come? And that is absolutely not, because the first day, like I said, you're broken up into teeny groups. So even if there's 30 people, there's like 10 people to most to a group, and you're going to get a lot of attention from me and my teachers. We rotate around, so I get to know everybody at some point. And like I said, the teachers move around. I have the best teachers on the planet. The best. I've just got amazing teachers. We've got Shannon, Marie Christine. I'm trying to think of who's doing the whole thing. Cynthia Stewart is coming in for the animal communication and sanctuaries and healing centers. And, for me, when I look at somebody in their specialty as a teacher, that's where I put them, because I know they're going to shine. And I know that as far as the teachers go right now, excuse me, Cynthia is probably the most qualified for that, but we've got 2 teachers coming up into the program, Terry Hawk and Connie, that are both wildlife and nature oriented. So that course may, be taught by us 4 next year. And so, I've got my energy people, or my people that are really love the tapping and really want to go far as a teacher with the tapping, helping with the tapping. And then, of course, there are people that really just love teaching animal communication, and they're my helpers. On the first 3 days, they're not my helpers, they're teachers. They are your teachers. They are excellent teachers. And so... and I also have people that are very good with horses. So when we do tapping on the horses, people that are afraid don't feel, they feel safe. And I'm trying to think. And so the curriculum is very different than what happens in the fall. In the fall, it's animal communication, death, dying, and beyond, and then energy healing for animals. And in that energy healing, we deal more with the energy field, and we deal more with... the energy of animals. We deal with them, with their own energy, with each other, and we deal a little more with chakras, and scalar wave is the main thing I teach, although we do a little sample of a few things. We look at auras, we do the whole thing. It's big fun. And so that's the difference. And I haven't even looked. Are there any questions? No, I don't even think there are any questions. I think I pretty succinctly answered all the questions I've gotten recently. If you do have a question, type it in, because now's the time. And you know what? I'll go back through this. So if you have questions and you want to just type them in, I'll answer it later, and I'll go back through. Because I don't even know if I'm live. Can someone tell me if I'm even live? Well, anyway. Candace, can you type in? Well, anyway, you know, one thing I want to say is there's no time like the present. If you want to be helping animals, we would love to help you. And you don't have to have any special skill set. We'll give you the skill set. In my big program, it's 18 months. So, you know, we'll give you the skill set. If it's just always been there for you as something you want to do, well then, if not now, when, right? Keep saying that Candace is watching, but I'm not. If somebody could type in that I'm alive and well, or maybe I'm just in a vortex. Who knows? I'm in a vortex with my coffee. All right, well, anyway, I'll see most of you on the live on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Yeah, we're in the where are you on your journey? Oh, Candace just texted me that I'm live. Wait, oh, I know. Here we go. No, I don't want to write a comment, people. Candace, can you text me if there are any questions? And I'll pull up my iPad. Or I can always... It's not great when I just sneak out of the camera like that. I'll see if I can go to the live and turn the sound down. Okay. I'll see if I can go to... I showed up at the fall intensive knowing nothing and no one. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Best decision ever. Oh, Candace, thank you. That's so great. And you know, Candace is a dog trainer. So if you ever want an animal communication session because you have a dog challenge, Candace is your gal. Durga, what garb should we wear? Comfy, yes, but when we see animals, I want my boots. Okay, that is a great question, and we send out information on that, but I'm going to check with Astrid and see if you can get it early. You know, the funny thing about Southern California in April is it could be 100 or it could be, you know, rainy and shockingly windy, and you feel like you're in Alaska, although it's usually pretty warm. But I would bring something just in case it got cold, because I might have the AC on, and if you're someone like me, you know, it could be 100 outside, but I've got socks on because of the AC. Yeah, and I do require boots down with the horses. There was one year or clogs, like hard toes. There was one year that I should have gotten a commission because 15 people went into town and got Dance Co. clogs. It was pretty funny. So anyway, yeah, it was like a scavenger hunt in town. The whole world went crazy to get things. Okay, so those are great questions, or that's a great question. Yeah. And anyway, Candace, if I have any more, can you text me? So Candace has turned into one of the elves now. You've replaced Claudia, Yasmin, and Shannon. Okay, then I'm going to assume, and it's so funny because there's a delay. Like I said something here, and then when I turned on the Facebook, like I'm 112, then I heard my same question I'd asked moments before. Here we go. I don't see any more questions. Okay, thank you. Well, anyway, you can always type the questions in, and you can always, yeah, I'll go through it later today, and I'll look. I have eyes on all this stuff. We've got people in customer care looking at everything. So, I just think, like, I look at Durga and Maria, who just jumped in, like, went to the Gentle Barn Summit and then jumped into the big program. And I'll tell you, we have a lot of people with that kind of spirit right now. And to me it says, if not now, when? And if this is something that even slightly calls you, I think it's always been easy to say no to things in the past. I can't afford it. I can't do this. I can't get the time off work. I can't. But I think there's a time in our lives when we just have to start saying yes. And I'm going to talk a lot about that on Tuesday, because I said yes to this, and you can't believe the career I've had. And I want that for you. I want that for you. So I'll see all of you on Tuesday morning. I'll see Candace on Sunday for a dog hike. And thank you for joining. Bye.